Hey guys, what's going on? Carter here. Here is the comparison video between the original Mikov Auto made in the Czech Republic. You guys have probably seen this knife. I have shown it a few different times and done various videos on it. And here is the Microtech OSS Cobra, which basically takes that design and upscales all of the everything, just about. So taking a look at these two, as far as lengthwise goes, they are pretty much the exact same. I mean, you have to admit that these are very, very similar. It's not just that this is a lever lock and this is a lever lock. I mean, it is very similar. The levers are shaped almost the same. Even the screw pattern, everything is in the exact same spot. Very interesting. Here is the back profile. The Microtech is thicker. It has thicker liners that are titanium, and if we can get a focus here, you can see it actually has thicker springs. They both feature 2 leaf springs, but the Microtech is quite a bit thicker than the Mikov, right there. This Mikov has plastic scales. You can get it in horn, blonde horn, dark horn, stag, things like that. And then there's a few that have like G10, but I believe those are all made from kits here in the US. I think the actual Mikov factory only puts out the natural handles. I could be wrong. They also do a double bolstered version and a couple different grinds. The OSS Cobra does a Bowie grind as well, though, so they copied that as well. You can see that I actually like the tab on the Cobra a lot more. You can get under it a lot easier. This one's actually kind of tricky. You've got to really dig under it. That being said, it is a little bit safer on this model. A lot less likely for it to accidentally get caught on something, but I really don't think it's too much of an issue. The real deal, see, I'm struggling getting it out. The real deal actually fires harder than the Cobra. And there's a couple of reasons for that, I believe, and I forgot to show this on the video where I showed off the OSS Cobra, but this knife, the Microtech, has a very interesting feature. Let's see if I can do this here. Right here, see these little bubbles? Those are spring loaded. There's one on each side, and they're actually spring loaded. And they don't do much until the blade comes up, and they kind of follow a track, and then they pop into little grooves in there. And the only thing I can think of that's for is to actually slow down the blade and soften the stop so that it doesn't, slam. You can hear how it's more of a thud when it closes, whereas the Mikov is more of a snap. There's nothing, it just slams into that backspacer right there. So I'm assuming that's what those are for. It's the only thing I can think of. That is definitely something that Microtech has added. It is not featured on the original Mikov right there. The regular operating system of the lever lock, you can see even the tangs are all the same. They work the same in terms of popping that pin out to open and close the blade. Microtech has added a pocket clip, which is very nice, and this lanyard tab here, neither of which are featured on any of the Mikovs that I've seen. The Mikov has some blade play, side to side, up and down, not a ton, about what you'd expect. I mean, nothing alarming. I mean, for a handmade, fairly inexpensive automatic knife, it's got some blade play. The Microtech, on the other hand, is rock solid every way. Remarkably rock solid. There is no wiggle, no budge, nothing on this knife at all. I believe this is running on bearings. I'm not 100% sure. Steel, this is a 440 series steel. I think it's 440A. So pretty inexpensive, pretty kind of lower quality steel. It's got kind of a mirror finish type deal, but not like a high mirror finish. Kind of like a stonewash, high polish kind of a finish, I guess. You can see right there. This one has S35 VN, stonewashed, Microtech style. You can see these two both have the dagger blade, a little bit different in shape, and also the extra accents that Microtech has put on there. Let's go ahead and weigh these guys. I do not know if there is a difference, or, well, I can feel a difference. I'm not sure what the difference is. So let's take a look. I believe that the Mikov is actually heavier. So that's 5.1 ounces. Oh, and 5.5, I was wrong. The Microtech is a little bit heavier. Like I mentioned, and like you can see, there's a lot more metal in there, even though most of this is titanium. Obviously not the springs, but just about everything else is titanium, whereas this is all steel. The Microtech is a little off-center, and interestingly enough, the Mikov is dead center. These are great little knives. They go for $60 to $70 in this basic ABS plastic configuration with standard steel. You can upgrade them to various handle materials, as well as ATS 34 steel and Damasteel Damascus. Really nice stuff. Comes in a couple different grinds. There's a modified, it's kind of a bayonet grind, and then there's a Bowie grind. And then on the Microtech OSS, you can get it in a Bowie grind as well, along with all of the standard finishes on there. Both great knives. I don't have a problem owning the Microtech. You know, whatever hoopla went down, I definitely don't think that Microtech hindered Mikov's sales whatsoever, even though it may have been a shady thing to do. But I don't have all the details on how the design of the Cobra went down or what all was involved, so I really can't say too much on it. But there's a comparison, guys, between the two in case you're interested. Both great knives. Really like them both for different reasons, particularly the design, which they both have. Alright guys, take it easy.